the AJT CogTest works like most psychological tests that measure intelligence. And probably a good way to think about it is if you know somebody, a child or a person, and you say that person is intelligent or they're bright. Well, you can't go into their brain, inside their head, and find out what their intelligence is. You are making your judgment about how intelligent or how bright they are based on what you see, what they do in the real world, their observable behavior. So what we have developed over 100 years in the area of psychology are tasks that allow us to have a person show what they can do, so you can observe it, measure it, and assign numbers to it in different areas, in memory, in verbal or language abilities, in visual spatial abilities. So there's a science and a technology we've developed to have people do tasks that are standardized and structured to allow us to then make judgments and infer what's going on in terms of their intelligence. And for the AJT, we use the blueprint. If you were to build a house, build a building, you would want to have an architect who would have a blueprint. It would say this is how it should be put together. And to do that, we use the Carroll or CAC theory as the blueprint, which would then tells us that there are these major abilities in human intelligence that you can't really get into a person's head and see, but we know they exist. And then we went, and for this ability, there are certain tasks we developed to allow a person to show us what they can do on these tasks. And then we move to these other tasks that are maybe more verbal, and we give them questions and things to do, which allow them to show their verbal abilities. And so the way we do this kind of testing is we develop very structured, standardized tasks that allow people to demonstrate their abilities, and then we compare them against other people of the same age to make a determination of where they stand in terms of their relative strengths and weaknesses and their level of ability.